y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ani. If you're new here, and go ahead and click that subscribe button, to get more videos like this from me. And if you're not new here, which most likely you are, then you already know, keep watching.
Bye.
So today I'm coming at you with a story time called When Old Men Try to Date Me. Boo boo, I've had a few encounters. I'm not bragging about this either. Let me tell you something. This story is pretty, I got like different parts of this story. I want to say at least 3. So we're gonna start off with 1. But this is like most recently. When I had my other job, I used to be a hostess at a restaurant. The dudes come in, it'd be lunchtime. And I'm homeschooled, so I would be there in the daytime. My classmates my age, they wouldn't be there because they'd be at school. So, guys, they'd come in there, they'd be like catcalling and stuff, and I hate that junk. And like, I'd act like I don't hear them or like, ignore them, So, this one dude, he freaking 60 something, bro. But like, I feel like I want to throw up. Child, I'm trying to tell the story without feeling sick in my stomach. This man, okay, so he be coming in. So he came in the first day. I remember I seen him. He came in the first day. I'm doing my job. I'm a hostess. I gotta speak to people. So I'm like, hey, how are you? He's like, he kind of took a double take. He's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm good. How are you? He's like, oh, I'm good. So, he get his food and stuff. And he goes out the door. He's like, all right, have a good day, baby. So I know older people, they say baby a lot. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, you too. So he comes back the next day. And he's like, hey, sweetheart. And I'm like, hi, how are you? And he's like, oh, I'm doing good. How you doing? I'm like, I'm good. Like, oh. Okay. So, he's trying to like make conversation with me. I can't really exactly remember things he would say, but like, he's like, trying to flirt or whatever. And it's just like, I'm doing my job and I'm being nice to you, sir. I really don't want to talk to you. Okay. Here's the thing about men. I'm 17, so like guys my age, they're not really gonna like try to make it known as much. Like they will, but they won't as much because they're a little bit more scared. They're still getting at that boy stage, coming to like a men stage. But when they're like grown men, they've been around the block. They know what to say, so they're like, trying to flirt with you, and it's obvious when they try to flirt with you. If that makes sense. He comes in a few more times after that, doing what he do all the time. So he's like, I remember this day specifically. He came in here. He's like, hold on, let me do straight for y'all. Here's me at the podium, and then when you're at the podium, it's like a glass. Big glass. You see someone coming in on each side. There's 2 doors. There's door on this side, door on that side. I'm at the podium. Hi, how are you? Homeboy, he's coming in from this side. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, how are you? Now, the plates are right here. It's like right across from the podium. So he's gonna go get the plate. Oh, I'm good. That smile got me coming here every day. Boom. I was baffled. Girl, no. So I'm like, I'm in disbelief. I'm like, this man did not just say what I thought he just said. Huh? And then he goes, that smile got me coming in here every day. So I'm like, sir, please go get your food. I don't want to talk to you like that. I'm doing my job. Oh. I literally just said, oh. And I'm like, oh. Cause like I ain't never had nobody like, at the time, I think I had just turned 17. 2 months prior to that, I had just turned 17. I just turned 17, so that means I was just 16. So I'm like, I ain't never had nobody tell me that before, especially not no grown man. So I'm just like, oh, cause I'm baffled. I'm shocked. So, he's a little bit disappointed that I just said, oh, but I'm like, sir, what you want me to say? Like, you're grown. You look darn near 60 something. Like So he come in there after that, and like, okay, if you look me in the face, I'm gonna be honest, if you look at me in my face, I look my age. I look like I'm a teenager regardless. Doesn't matter, I look like I'm a teenager. I look between 17 and 19 years old. I look like a teenager. And so my body though, my body is like a grown woman, you know. So I think like the next day after that, or a couple days after that, he didn't come in or whatever, which I was glad, because I knew exactly what time he come in, because the lunch hour rush would start at 12 o'clock. And so he usually come in like between like 11:45, 12:15. He come in between that time. He didn't come in for a day or two. Cause I'm like, okay, I'm in the clear. He's not coming back. But he came back. But when he came back, he was like, hey, sweetheart. And I'm like, hey, how are you? Doing my job. He's like, I'm good. Like, so how old are you? So I'm like he just ripped the band-aid off. He was like, so how old are you? Which, you should ask me that first. And also, going back to that smile made me come here every day thing, I don't even be smiling like that. Like, I'm nice, but like, I don't be standing there like, no. So I'm usually just standing there like, hi, how are you? Like, you know, I don't look like that, but like, I've been told like I'm mean, but I'm not mean, you know? I'm like, oh, I'm 17. Like I said, he should have asked me that first. Duh. But I'm like, you know, me being nice. Me being nice. I'm like, I'm 17. So he's like, oh, okay. So he's like, well, you have a good day, sweetheart. You know, you gotta. So I'm like, okay, you too. You would think that would be the end of it all. Wrong. Every time he come in here, I understand speaking to someone. But like, it was like, he was like speaking like a flirty way. And I did not like that. I got to the point where I just ignore him. And I'd be like if he come up, I just walk away from the podium. Cause like on my old job, my manager, he already knew my mom, cause my mom worked there too at night, and I worked there in the day. So like, he would be up there every time he tried to talk to me. My manager would be at the desk every time the dude tried to talk to me. So I think he knew it would make me uncomfortable, so I would like walk away from up there, and he'd go do it. But yeah, that's my experience. That's my first, not my first, but my most recent experience with an old guy trying to date me. Oh, before I forget, so the same guy I'm telling y'all about, right? The most recent one. I go on my Facebook 4 days ago. I have a few friend requests that I don't really respond to like that. Like, I'll respond to friend requests every now and then, but I don't really check them like that. So I went and checked it a few days ago. I look at the profile picture. I forgot what the name said, but I see the profile picture. I'm like, this dude looks a little familiar. But like, you know, I don't know if y'all know like how older guys take pictures. Like when they're older, like you can tell like they take like those weird angle pictures and stuff. Well, it wasn't one of those pictures. It was like a mirror picture, but like it's still like weird, you know. I'm gonna show you how it was. Okay, pretend like this is a cell phone. This is him taking the picture. That's the profile picture. Like you can barely see his face, but like I recognize, like you can see like his chin and forehead and stuff, and like his hair and all that. But like I recognize like the structure and stuff, so I'm like, this dude look a little familiar. So I went on his page and I'm trying to see more pictures of him, but he only has those 2 pictures of him doing like this. And so I'm like, I'm looking at it like really good. Like girl, I'm trying to be an FBI agent, and I'm like, this looks like him. So I'm looking, I'm trying to like zoom in much as I can, and I'm like, this is him. This is the dude that was like. So I'm like, he sent me like how the heck did he find my Facebook? Like what the heck? Like how did he find my Facebook? And like I have a name tag, but like it wasn't like my last name on there, duh. Just my first name. And I'm like, how did this dude find my Facebook? And like I didn't accept the friend request, and then I went back a couple days ago to see if it was still on there, cause I was gonna go ahead and just press delete, and it wasn't. So I guess he like took, I guess he sent the friend request and then took it back, cause he probably was like, oh my god, she's not responding back fast enough, which I'm glad you did, sir, because I'm not about to do that. Sir, no. So yes, that's the time an old guy tried to date me. It's really weird, creepy-ish. Like I said, I got a couple more encounters with dudes. So yeah, that'll be all for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more story times, more content. I just said contents. More content from me. Check the description box. Comment down below if you want to see that part 2, but I'm definitely going to upload it. And you know the drill. So I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye.